Yeah, so even raptors aren't safe from their own kind trying to pounce on them. Welcome back to the Isle. Guys, we've got so much stuff. Oh man, the devs are going nuts. They're leaking and releasing everything, and I have a feeling I'm going to die. Yeah, I'm gonna die. Hi. Oh, this is Serrato. Get it. Get that thing. Yeah, that is Prague. That's funny. I thought I was gonna die, and then the guy saw the Serrato, and he was like, yeah, I'd rather kill that instead. Anyways, I'm gonna move into all the new stuff in the Recode, and we're gonna talk about that stuff. My flu has mostly subsided, I feel. I still feel a little tingle of it in my sinuses, but I think overall I'm gonna survive. So let's go on and move into the stuff now, because I want to talk about this Utahraptor Pounce and then the new Spino and all kinds of stuff. So you guys are in for a real treat, because I was in for a real treat when I woke up today. All right, so I know it's blurry, but here is the Utah Pounce. God, that is so dope. Now looking around, I don't really see too much more. There's a big Triceratops there. I see the fish. Something falls into the water. There is a baby Utah, I believe. That thing grabs the fish and pounces it. That's kind of dope. It does look like movement is a little bit buggy right now, but they obviously have to work on things. This is before the Recode is done. You can stop and then it comes back up. Okay, that's pretty cool. Just looking at the values down in the bottom. Stamina takes 100 a tick. Wow, that takes a lot of stam to keep something pinned down. I feel like it drains a little bit too fast. Takes 400 stam off the base to pounce, and then 5 to pick it up as a fish. 90, maybe 10, 85. Okay, I don't think the values are draining correctly. I don't think the values are actually draining correctly. They don't look like they're going down correctly. Those can't be final figures. There's no way. Yeah, there's no way those are final figures. I don't think they are, because they want to give, like, by this, the pounce takes so little time, and you have so little time to be in the pounce animation, and it's so restrictive of your stamina and your ability to run that there's no way. Because you got to have the chance to fight back too as the one who's getting pounced, like right here. Yeah, okay, so that doesn't really make much sense. So it's just reflective of the animation then, which looks amazing in 360p quality, because the quality is really bad. Now we're moving into some concepts. This was the Trudon concept a while ago that was done internally, and no one really knew about it, not even me. So pretty cool concept. And then you move into this guy right here, which is another concept of a creature that they want to bring into the Isle. Don't know what creature it is though. If you have any idea, let me know down below in the comments section. It is labeled the M-I-N-M-I. I don't know any dinosaurs that might have that. So this is another concept, and it is the might be the this thing, basically. I did a Google search of the first letters of what was in the attachment, and this is actually what I got. I don't think this is the creature that we're looking at right here as a concept, but this is also one of the small concept creatures. We haven't seen this yet modeled or anything, but this is supposedly one of the creatures that'll be coming with the Recode. Another one of the concepts right here. This reminds me of the Iguanodon, actually, but obviously it's not. And you can see down right here, there's some more sketch marks as well, and this was created by Tapwing. Obviously, you know automatically this is going to be canon. But you can see right here, it actually rears up on its front legs and can kick a raptor or maybe other creatures as well. You can see the size of it compared to a raptor, too. It's a fairly medium-sized creature. Overall, I love the idea behind this thing, and the fact that they have ideas for combat mechanics right here is pretty sick. I just don't know how this is actually going to work out in game, and if it's going to lock you into an animation, if they even bothered to do that, or if it's just going to be a concept piece right here to make it look cool in concept. I do like that it has a tail smack right here. It can really smack down on raptors. So mostly it seems you're going to be fighting raptors with this thing, and most likely running away from anything else that may be bigger than a raptor, because they're going to be more powerful and almost too powerful to deal with. Now, this is just a comparison of the old Isle versus the new Isle. Obviously, the beach up right here is the old version, and then this is the new version down below. Looks way, way better post Recode. Now we have what looks like a Stego, and I think this is a male Stego given the plates aren't spiked. I think a male Stego spikes are rounded and a female's are actually spiked up and more sharp, if that makes sense. Not sharp, but they're more pointed. Oh, shit. Let's just take a pause real quick for a second, because I just noticed Don tagged the Gabriel person that was saying stupid stuff about killing my dog and so on and so forth. I'm sure you guys are aware of the drama. I made that tweet, obviously, because I was very not happy with their taste in comedy. I'm going to see what Don is saying about this now. I've got a challenge for you. Boot up Isle after 24 hours and see if you can play multiplayer. Oh my god, it's so fun. So that was fun. Anyways, moving back on to the video stuff, and for those of you who don't know, I got a lot of threats and stuff because of a different game that I stopped supporting a while ago, and people went after the dog, and you know, so on and so forth. But Jaeger's safe, don't worry. I'm happy, and he's happy, and everyone's happy. Anyways, moving on, we have this poster that was leaked as well by Don, and he actually put it in the announcement section of the Isle Discord, saying silently released into the night. Now, from what I understand, this is artwork that's going to be on some merchandise from the Isle, which I will be taking 10 of basically everything that they ever release, because this game is dope. Okay, examining it more, we have what seems to be a Spaz 12 shotgun, some shotgun casings. Some shotgun shell casings are around on the ground. We see some human footprints, and there's not too much more. Another shell right here, a footprint and a skull obviously in the middle that's been crushed by a very, very large creature. You can see to scale of a human's foot compared to the creature's foot, and it's definitely a very, very large creature you don't want to mess with, but really cool artwork. I don't know who would have created this though. There's no sign, there's no signature or anything like that, and I don't want to speculate who might have done something like this. I have a feeling it might have been Tapwing, but I can't verify that. This is like Tapwing's level of art. Real quick, I know I posted this in Discord. It was 2 out of 500. Don't worry, the servers aren't going up to 500 player caps. Okay, it was just messing around. Okay, my server host messaged me and they're like, hey, look what I can do. And I was like, oh my god, server upgrades are coming, but it's not going to be 500 slot servers. Okay, and we have a comparison of the old Spino on the left versus the new Spino on the right. Basically, you versus the guy she tells you not to worry about. Beautiful upgrade to the Spino, and you can really appreciate how it looks on the right comparative to the left, and it just looks infinitely better on the right, at least I feel. Now we're moving into the morphs. This is the baby trike morphing into its full adult form. This is a dynamic process, no more using the progress button or anything like that. This will happen in real time over your gameplay, playing the game obviously, and it's a full dynamic morph. So you go from tiny little horns to you are a full adult behemoth. It doesn't really do it justice though. I don't know why, but this does not really do it justice as to how much actually changes, and it's almost hard to tell the difference at first glance. You need to really pay attention and see. You'll see here in the Pteranodon morph. I haven't even seen this one right here yet. This is supposed to be really cool. Let me bring it up. Yeah, I haven't actually watched this one yet. There we go. That's obviously the baby model right here, and it's going to continue growing. It looks like most of what happens is with its face and its mouth, and maybe a little bit of its body. I don't really see much happening with its body yet. Its body definitely changes a little bit, but it's nothing I can see yet. I don't, hang on, I just see that. It's like little neck, big neck, little neck, big neck. Oh my god. Yeah, there's obviously a significant difference in the head, but I literally see nothing happening to the body. Part of me feels like, part of me feels like this might literally just be part of the morph and how its head is. Maybe its body will just grow and remain the same and just its head changes, but I highly doubt that. I would say that this is probably an incomplete morph, but I don't know for sure. Now here's a big one. This is the entire Rex morph, starting up from the baby, which is the juvenile. You can see everything. Oh my god, everything is changing. It's starting to really blow out to the sides. It's getting bigger, more muscular. Its head is changing. Wow. Yo, that's actually really dope. Look at everything just changes. And its head starts getting more defined. It gets bigger. Its jaw starts going down more. It gets a bigger bite force. I don't really see much of anything going on with the teeth. I think the teeth just get bigger, and that's that. I think it'd be kind of cool if we had a phase where our teeth started falling out and we started getting our adult teeth, you know, for like eating big bone and stuff and everything. But wow, that's actually really dope. Like this is my favorite morph so far because you could see so much happens in a short span of time. Well, I guess it's going to be a long span of time, but I mean, it's still really sick. And you can see everything in the center balloons out really fast. Yo, that is so sick. Wow. All right, let me know what you think down below in the comments section. Here is the Stego morph as well. So let's go right here. Oh, look at the little eyes. Oh, the big eyes, I mean. Oh my god. All right, so you're going to... I assume its eyes are going to get significantly smaller, or maybe its head... Is its head shrinking? Okay, hang on. Let's just watch this in full. See, the spikes are getting bigger. The plates are going through a little bit of change. They're going a little bit longer. And then that is the adult model right there. So that's the full adult. There's the small baby little guy with the tiny ass eyes. So either its head shrinks or its eyes get smaller and the head gets bigger, and it just looks strange looking at it right here. I don't know. This morphing system kind of messes with me a bit simply because it looks like things get smaller, but I'm pretty sure that maybe the camera's compensating for the distance or something. I don't know. I feel like it looks unnatural, but it's going to look natural in the aisle. Kind of looks like some things are just reversed, if that makes sense. Now we've got a lot to do with the Spino, so let's go with the walk first. This is just the general walk animation of the Spino and how it looks. And it looks freaking dope. Damn, it is such a big hulking beast. You can see the leg doesn't clip into the stomach anymore. The other leg, unfortunately, we can't see, but I mean, you can tell there is some serious weight to this creature, and you can see how its feet are curling to and crawling and curling up a little bit. Tail looks like it's doing good movement. Wow, this thing's beautiful. So moving on, we actually have done, this is from a long time ago, and I don't know if I covered this or not, but defense on land, offense on water, basically the Spino. It'll be defensive on land, offensive in water. And it was said he can most definitely grab a Diablo by the skull and twist, which would be an amazing kill animation in my opinion, if they did do the kill animation thing. And I think of like when they talk about grappling and grabbing and twisting, I think of this right here. This was posted in the Isle official Discord. And when I think of that stuff, I think of a Spino grabbing a Rex's head, for instance, like in that one scene, and trying to twist, probably not successfully doing it to a Rex, let alone its bite force not being strong enough. But it's going to be interesting to find out exactly what's going to happen with combat for this guy. Now, it is confirmed by Don that he is more of a grappler, but this is an older picture as well. And then it moves on to saying that it will be able to pimp slap. So basically, he's saying that it's going to use its claws to do some combat mechanics and stuff like that. And that's simply because the jaws aren't meant for land-based combat, really, which ties into the whole, it'll be offensive in water, defensive on land. That makes total sense. And now we move into the Spino's actual run right here. So Spiny Boy is doing his animation. Damn, it looks good. It looks like a lumbering beast you just don't want to mess with. Oh, it's gonna look so good on the new island too. Now, obviously, keep in mind, too, guys, this is in their dev kit. The lighting isn't being represented correctly. The shadows, everything's not being represented correctly in this, unfortunately. So just keep that in mind while you're checking this stuff out. Damn, it looks good. All right, so moving on, we have the concepts for the Spino. Now, I believe I had shown you guys these a long time ago. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I might have. And for those of you who haven't seen them, and if I haven't actually shown them, you can see the Spino swimming, the Spino on land, just standing, and then its skull structure, basically. I'm not sure why there's a second option here. I don't see much of a difference besides the teeth not showing behind. But generally, this is just the Spino. Now, these two images here are basically inverted, and this is a male and female stego. Now, the idea behind this is just trying to decide what gender would go to what. From what I understand, and my very, very limited research, this would actually be the male, and this would be the female. The pointed spines are a female, and a male has the curved ones. However, it could be reversed. I'm not entirely 100% sure, and I wish I was sure, but you know, I'm not, so there's that. Now, I have some final things to show you guys in the way of this being a Pounce by the Utah, obviously, and some of its animation. Now, there are dropped frames, and that's simply because it is a GIF and not an MP4 file, so it's not going to look as smooth as it should. But you can see the Utahraptor jumping up on something. What that something is, I don't know. And then it just leaps off and does its own thing. Again, I really, 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 really hope stamina doesn't negatively impact this mechanic too much, because there's nothing more infuriating than trying to use a mechanic that uses so much of a critical resource that you can't use it, because if you do, it'll do so little damage in a short amount of time that you're able to use it effectively, that you hinder everything else to do with your gameplay, be it running around and ambushing and jumping and so on and so forth. So I really hope it isn't a huge stamina drain like it used to be. Now, the final thing is going to be this giant document about the Recode and speculation on what's going to be happening with the Recode. Now, we're going to go down through this briefly because there's a little bit here, and some of it's not accurate, I don't believe, and some of it's speculation, but the game will perform better overall due to more optimized assets, new code, and the developers using a new version of the Unreal Engine to work on the game. There will be collision, compy AI swarming dead bodies. I'm not sure if this was confirmed. 2 new maps, which would be Isla Sparrow referencing Hope, and New Thenya, which Thenya is one of my favorite islands, hands down, so I'm glad that that's still going to be a thing, hopefully. Entirely custom foliage, which is in Hope Island. We've already seen that. Someone has been working on multiple things for sound, including voices getting hoarse for spam calls, changing in sound between walking, trotting, and running, and dinosaur vocals having 3 parts to them, and noises being heard properly based on where the camera is. My favorite part is the whole voices getting hoarse for spam calling. I would assume the voice is going to change over time to a more hoarse, less appealing sounding version of it. And not only that, it's going to reduce the total range you can hear it from, which would be really nice. A new faction will show up in the screen. Omnivores character customization will change. We're not sure how. New sky and clouds, new lighting, seamless growth, obviously already spoken about. Entire game's code was rewritten. New bleed, bone break, and other combat systems. Skulls will be on gore, so you know what died. Basically referencing the trike skull that was on the body with all the meat and the compies were eating in the trailer. Bodies will float in water. Players will be able to take pieces of meat from corpses. New nesting system that changes how you were invited, so nests, so there's no more spam invites and that stuff. Alt turn has been replaced by a new turn mechanic, new water, fish, and fish AI. Players will be able to drag bodies, and players will no longer be able to bite through walls, which is a very big one. Dryo will be getting a new model change, but nothing extreme. New animations for Rex to fit its current model since it was using the old ones. Smoother movement that makes animals look like they have weight. Juveniles will have new locomotion that enable them to keep up with their adult counterparts. I don't know if that's true or not. Issues with admin slaying, teleporting. Basically, you use the Steam IDs. That's for me and admins more likely than anything else. Carnivores will now get bloody mouths when they eat, and it washes off when they drink or get in water. Utah will have a Pounce, which we just saw, and the Trudon, Hycephalodon, and with the Recode will be here. In the following year, 14 new dinosaurs. Some might come with the initial update, though we are not sure which, and a good amount will be playable. And then all the dinosaurs are listed off right here. It's not including all of them, obviously. Venom on the Trudon, which would be really, really vital to have for a Trudon. Locational damage, though this might not come with the initial update. And then the Giga is being entirely reworked. Unknown as to when it will come. All dinosaurs in the game will be survival ready. However, not all animals will be available on official servers as playable. It will be up to private server owners what animals they include on their server. And I put this here because I'm not sure if this will be true upon release. Now, obviously, if this is a thing, any creature that I know of that is not broken with the Recode will be available on Isla Nicta. We're not going to limit players on what they can play and what they cannot play. Anyways, friends, for now, that is it on the Isle. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I just wanted to give a quick shout out to the adorable fan art. I've been getting a lot of fan art about Jaeger, my dog, and this one's adorable. But if you guys have any comments or even thoughts and opinions on what you've seen so far. Anyways, guys, as always, leave your thoughts down below in the comment section, and I guess I will see you in the next one.